Cowboys Nation, let me ask you something. What happens when a team finally gets tired of being embarrassed the exact same way over and over again? What happens is this. Jerry Jones steps up, grabs the mic, and basically tells the whole world what we already knew. The defense was the reason this team fell short. Not the offense, not the effort, not the excuses. The defense. He literally said if the Cowboys had played a lick of defense last year, they would have had a real playoff run. And that quote hits hard because it is true. It tells you Dallas knows exactly where this thing broke. And once they admitted that, the next question became obvious. Where do you start fixing it? The answer was the secondary, because that group took too many hits, gave up too much air, and just did not look sturdy enough when the games got heavy. So this offseason, Dallas came after that problem with intent, with purpose, with attitude. And the name that keeps popping up as the centerpiece of that change is Jaylen Thompson. Now, why is Thompson such a big deal? It is not just because he is a good player. It is because he gives you options everywhere. He can play center field. He can come down into the box. He can slide into the slot. He can rotate, disguise, recover, and make a play without looking lost. That is exactly the kind of safety you want in a modern defense. Not some stiff guy stuck in one role. Not a limited piece. A weapon. A real defensive weapon. And when people break down his tape, what keeps coming up? Range, vision, processing, the ability to show one thing pre-snap and end up somewhere else entirely by the time the quarterback lets the ball go. That is how you start messing with offensive timing. That is how you create hesitation. That is how a secondary goes from reactive to aggressive. Thompson feels like the kind of player that can bring structure and chaos at the same time. Structure for your own defense, chaos for the quarterback. That is beautiful football, man. And then comes P.J. Locke, and honestly, I think Cowboys fans are going to like him more and more the deeper this thing goes, because Locke feels like one of those do your job, know the call, hit somebody, make the right read type of safeties. Physical? Yep. Smart? Yep. Adaptable? Absolutely. And those are the exact words you want attached to a defender when you are trying to rebuild trust in the back end. The coolest part about Locke is that he's not being sold as one-dimensional. He can pressure, he can support the run, he can cover, and he has that special teams grit in his DNA. Yeah, those kinds of players usually earn love fast in a locker room and with a fan base. They may not always get the loudest headlines, but they help you win ugly football, and every serious team needs guys like that. And that is really the theme here. Dallas is trying to get more serious. Jerry admitted the defense was not good enough. The front office attacked the secondary. Thompson brings the versatility and football IQ. Locke brings the physicality, flexibility, and toughness. And all of a sudden, this starts looking less like random roster churn and more like a real blueprint, a real response, a real attempt to make sure the Cowboys are not soft or confused on the back end anymore. And honestly, that should excite people, because if the safety room gets stabilized, everything else starts to breathe easier. Corners can play faster, the front can trust the coverage, the coordinator can call a more aggressive game. That ripple effect is real. So yeah, the Cowboys still have work to do, sure, but if you're asking me whether Dallas attacked the right area first, absolutely. They saw the bleeding in the secondary and they moved on it. Now I want to know what you think, Cowboys Nation. Which new safety are you more excited about right now? Jaylen Thompson because of the versatility, or P.J. Locke because of the toughness and upside in this scheme? Drop your take below, smash that like button, and subscribe, because the Dallas secondary just got a lot more interesting.